Ark Survival Evolved is one of those games that simply transports you to an adventure in a world full of wonders. That is, if you have a good PC. For a long time I struggled to make this game run in my secondary machines. Not always I have a powerful PC to play in hand, and mobile doesn't quite do it. Well, I got tired and decided to put my programming skills to practice to make the low-poly Ark project. Welcome to the fourth video of this journey. In the today's menu we have new AI behavior implementation, refactoring of the loss code, and also a few adjustments on the overall state the game was left in the last video. Firstly, let's make those chickens a bit more realistic. Like I said in the last video, they are completely unaware of the dangers of the jungle, so we should give them some kind of vision of the environment. What we want is that the chickens have a perimeter of awareness, so they can react to possible threats. They should have a way to be aware of anything that comes too close. To achieve this I used a built-in component from Unity, the Sphere Collider. I am not sure of the calculations performed by the physics system, but I suppose, to check a sphere collision we only need to calculate the distance. As I am instantiating a lot of chickens, this should be a fast enough way to do it. Using the Sphere Collider marked as trigger we can get the callback method on trigger enter to work, so we get a notification whenever anything enters this collider's radius. Now, whenever something enters the perimeter, the chicken checks if it represents a threat or not. If it is a threat, the AI start to run away from the danger. Next on the list is the best friend of men. This dog will be our companion AI. This particular behavior is the base for the creatures that we are going to tame in the future. And, also, the raise the creature mechanic. That is the game mechanic that will allow the player to raise those creatures from the moment they are born. To compose the new AI, I used almost all the code from the one I already had, and that's what I meant in the last video when I said that we should always reuse code. If you notice repeating functionality and variables, almost always, those can be put in a separated class, structure methods. Stripping and reorganizing the code, or refactoring, keeps the code concise and more readable. And that's what I did. Now, there's a class called creature, which provides a few basic methods and properties for all the creatures I make in the future. Meet Hunter. His program is simple. He looks for me, the player, on the scene and sets it as the target to follow. So, all he does now is wait for me. If I start to walk, Hunter comes along. He keeps track of my position in every fixed frame, or physics interaction frame if you will. When the distance becomes high enough he starts walking towards me. In further implementation I made him run. Now, if the distance passes a threshold he runs. If, however, the distance is way too big he stops. Alone. Sorry fellow, I'm coming back. Who is a good boy? Okay, the next type of behavior is aggressive, and for that I'm using the bear model. Our bear is a passive guy most of the time, but takes as an offense if his space is invaded. The implementation this time around was way faster, thanks to the previous refactoring of the code I just showed you. His AI class is also implemented from the base class creature. Once again the AI checks a determined perimeter from its position, so far the same as the chickens. This time though, it is programmed to run towards the invader. At the moment it gets close enough from its target, he attacks. That's really nice, but now I have a loose territorial bear and no weapons to defend myself. That's gotta be the next video subject. If you watched until here you will probably like the content I'll be making in the future. Consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel and activate the bell. That way you won't miss new updates. Also if you want to help the channel, need more content,
ou conteúdo em português,
check the links in the description. See you in the next one.